You can get that done.
Okay.
There we go. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, or should I say, dames and heren. Hello. Welcome back to it. It's another edition of the Triple T, the Tasty Teardown Tuesdays, where tonight we're having a talk with a local vape celebrity superstar from Vanilla Vape. This is Vanilla Eclair. And how are you doing? How are you, Claire?
Okay, I'm good. I'm actually quite chilled for once.
You were a bit nervous.
I was. But I'm good now. We had a nice little pre-chat, so we're all good now.
Yeah. It's easy. It's just like chatting with somebody on a WhatsApp video call. It's not that crazy.
True. As long as you don't realize that you're like broadcasted over don't know how many channels.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Cats. Cause just Daz. I know who that is. Daz, what's happening, bro? All the way from India. Our first person in chat there. Daz, just check the audio video for me, bro. Just give me a thumbs up or something if it's all smooth and delicious and silky smooth. Yeah. So what's the weather like for you there, Claire?
It's very hot, actually. Hotter than we've had in a long time. We've actually had a heat wave.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you guys got bliksem the last 2 weeks with the heat waves. It's reached Durban as well, don't worry.
Very much so. It's actually to the point like you just want to get home, climb in the pool, and just relax.
That's literally, I've been picking the kids up early from school just to like let them sit in the pool for an hour before we do dinner and bath times and stuff. It's, yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
All right, there we go. All good, brother. Smooth like butter. Aldo's in the house. Ezzo, what's up, Aldo? I'm just going to check. And yeah, look at that. We're live. All right, cool. So, Claire.
Yes. Great.
We want to know. Okay, so Claire is from Vanilla Vapes. What area is Vanilla Vapes? Because I know the store name, but I don't know the area.
We're actually based in Mpumalanga in Witbank.
Witbank. Why did I think that was like west of Johannesburg?
That's way past Johannesburg. It's an hour and a half drive.
East, south, west. Oh, it's east. Where's Witbank? I didn't even know.
It's towards Nelspruit. If you go Nelspruit, you hit Witbank before Nelspruit.
Yes. The G-Spot ladies and I were supposed to come up and visit you there, and we were going to do a road trip in there. And then COVID happened. Yo, dude, like still, we're doing passports and stuff like that now, and they still, because of COVID. I'm like, just stop that nonsense now. That's done. That's over. Let's just get on with life.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, Can't change life. I'm also nervous, just by the way. Your husband's sitting in the background there. Yeah. It's because we don't often have girls on the show. So, Vanilla Mpumalanga, Witbank. And before we get into the more personal side of you, how did you get into vaping with regards to working?
Actually, it's not a long story, but I actually fell in love with it. From then on, at one point, and now you end up at like a different point from where you are. It's completely different. It's a completely different world. It's a good community. I've made a lot of friends over the years.
Yeah. Oh, Vanilla Vapes is watching. Good evening. The Saturday show is watching as well. So I'm a panel member on a UK vape show called The Saturday Show Live. Kenneth Coleman's in the house. Hello, sir. How you doing? Tony Laura's in the house. John Proper Coils, JP Monton, all those ones are from YouTube. Andre Fenter, Mr. Dre's Vape Reviews is in the house. Divan Claessens. Divan Claessens. Divan Claessens. I don't know. Yeah. So if you've got Facebook open, you can see the chats in the bottom just here below me. And you can respond to questions. We'll have, towards the end, we'll have a little 15 minutes where people can ask you questions, whatever. I know that somebody's going to ask you about spanking a monkey and things like that. We'll get into that. That's all right.
We'll get into that. I'll be prepared there. Don't stress.
So the life of vaping. What is your designation at Vanilla Vapes?
Designation in how what?
What is your job title at Vanilla Vapes?
I'm actually the store manager at Vanilla Vapes.
Okay.
So I handle the store, everyone in the store, and the online orders, and also trying to delegate. I tried to delegate. I'm not very good at that.
Well, I mean, everyone has their strong points.
True, but I have been told that I need to delegate more, which I am trying to do, but sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself.
100%. They're like, that little TikTok video where the guy's like, why do I always do things myself? Because if I leave it to other people, I'll still have to do it myself. So.
True. That's very true.
Yeah, I see. Kenneth Coleman's put a comment here on the screen saying, since the bad news today, it's stressful. Yeah.
It is very stressful, yes, indeed.
I think that's going to probably be a topic for next week's show. I'll bring Uncle Kurt Yeo on from Vaping Saved My Life, and he can break it down for us. So there's some things happening in the vape world as far as the South African market is concerned, where we're looking at the implementation of a R2.90 millimeter surcharge on nicotine products. So that means if you've got a 250 Rand bottle of 120 ml juice in 3 mg or 18 mg, it doesn't seem to really matter to these guys. But if it's a 120 ml bottle, you will be taxed R2.90 per milliliter, which will make your 250 Rand bottle of juice now 650 Rand. So that's not a good thing. I think probably the quickest and easiest solution is for South Africa is to just flip over to, like everyone in Europe and Canada and Australia, shortfalls, where you get your juice separate and you get a small little bottle like this 15 ml bottle, R2.90 times 15 mils, doesn't really matter, and then it'll keep the price down for all of us. I hope. All right, let's get on to Claire. How long have you been vaping?
I've been vaping for 6 years.
2016?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Yeah, 6 years is a long time.
Well, it's a long time, but it's not that long. It was just the other day, wasn't it?
No, it feels like it. Just yesterday. I can even remember the first device I ever had.
Okay, give it to us. What was it?
Pico.
Everyone started on a Pico.
And it was pink.
Pico 2.
Pico 1.
Pico 1, the one with the screw top over the 18650 battery.
Yeah. In pink.
In pink. And the juice that you were using, the juice that got you off cigarettes?
What was the first juice? It was Jelly Baby, oddly enough, 0 mg.
Were you a smoker?
Nope.
You never smoked?
Okay. I was a social smoker in high school. I was a social smoker in high school.
Damn, man, that just blew my next question out the water. How long did you smoke combustible cigarettes for? Like, never. Oh, that is so...
From basketball till I was 21, and then after that, nothing.
Well done. I wish, like, you know, those little regrets in your life. I don't necessarily have any regrets because anything that I change in my past would change where I am in my future. And the one thing I just wish I never did, and I've done a lot of stupid shit. The one little thing is just I just wish I never had that first cigarette at Durban Ice Rink when I was like 14 years old. If I just ran away from that once, I think my life would have been different. But anyway, then we wouldn't be here, you know.
Yeah, sure.
And so then, I mean, you deal with this question every single day. Is what advice would you give to somebody that's looking to quit combustible cigarettes? As far as vaping goes, what is the caveats of of a setup? What do you think is the most important thing to help them understand as a beginner vapor?
Sure. There's actually a lot of factors to actually begin. I mean, like I always ask them what type of cigarettes they have been on.
Yeah.
Or what they're actually smoking at that moment in time to try and get off. How long they have been on it. You know, the important questions, firstly. Then I can advise them accordingly to the type of nicotine that they need to go towards to give them the same similar satisfaction, but not the same with all that chemicals and shit like that smoking can actually cause. So I normally put them always on pod system with empty outputs.
Okay, that's pretty good advice. I don't know about pod systems anymore for myself. I think I'm past it.
Well, for beginners to get off of it, a pod system is a very good go-to because they're also not sure if they're going to carry on with it.
It's cheap, affordable, easy to use, and should they get off of cigarettes and leave pod systems, great. If they want something more substantial, there is other devices. I think it's a good
options
call.
For them. Options for them. And it's also a good way for them to wean down on a nicotine instead of going high strength, trying to get off of that over a longer period of time.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen that be a problem where people, you know, in the old days, we used to have like 18 milligram regular freebase juice. And they would start on that because they were on like heavy cigarettes. But the next couple of weeks, they'll come in and they're like, do you have any nicotine that's stronger than that? And I was like, no, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be going from that 18 down to a 16, down to a 12, down to an 8, down to try and lower that.
Wean your body off of the nicotine itself. I also find that a lot of the people that come in they're actually advised by other people on what to do. So to also try and advise them against that person that's on mixed salt, for instance. Yes, it was helping them, but it doesn't necessarily also mean that it's going to help the next person.
Yeah. And I think that's also tailor-made experiences are what they are. It's tailor-made. It's what suits you. I would say in the beginning, I don't think I would have ever lasted on a 2 or 3 mg juice. I did start with a 6 milligram or something, but very quickly brought it down. Ian's birthday today? Somebody said in comments here. Where did I see that? And the boss lady's in?
Right. Oh wait, Vanilla versus me. Oh shit. Whoops.
American Daddy Full Episodes says Pico 1, same here. That's what they started on. Ashima says, how long have you been vaping, Brent and Devon? I've been vaping since 2016 only.
Yep.
I've been since 2014, 2015, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Mine also started with this.
I classify it as kind of when I took vaping on full time, but probably years before that in the States, I had those little cigarettes. You remember that looked like a cigarette with the light on the end? We used to buy those from the gas stations just to on road trips but they tasted terrible. They often broke or ran out of juice before the battery, or the battery died before the juice was finished. That was a problem. And then when I moved back to South Africa, I tried Twisps. Remember the Clearomizer? The Twisp, you used to buy one and get one for free for $800. And a mate of mine, he bought one to stop, and I used it for a while, but the neck was too strong. It was like make a sore stomach and get headaches and stuff because it tasted nice. So you would just like carry on using it all day instead of, like there's an end to a cigarette. There's no real end to a vape. So if you've got a habitual habit, you just keep on doing it, and too much nicotine, you get neck sick, you get sweats. So I stopped that, and then in 2016, I bought a vape just purely to learn how to blow tricks. I was going to do tricks. I was going to be a trickster. I still don't know how to blow tricks, but yeah. I don't smoke cigarettes, so that's a good thing. All right. Pico one, same here. Oh, I read. You see, I've got two different comment sections. I've got to learn to just read the one on the screen so people know what I'm referring to. Hello, Mr. Paul Foster Pugsley. Vaping saved my life. There's the man we were just talking about. Hello, all the bodies. Neil Pitts. Hello to everyone. All right. Let's see. What is your favorite vape setup?
Do I have to choose more than one?
No, you have to choose just one.
Just one?
Oh, there we
go.
That's
one of my favorite setups.
Sure.
The Thelema with the Steam Crave Aromarizer V2.
And no like pink acrylic glass on there for some reason. I don't understand why. It's very weird.
You haven't got the V3 glasses.
Send it to me.
I don't want to.
You send it to me. I make the thing. I send it back with you.
Okay, we'll send you one because we've got about 6 of them, so we'll send you one.
Cool. That'll be fun. I'll send the glass back. If you need the glass, I send the glass back. If you don't need the glass, I like to keep them. We've got trays and trays of just glass if we ever need to make a mold again or something like that.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll make a plan.
And the bubble.
I'll make a plan.
Yeah,
but then I want to match
the bubble. I don't understand why people buy straight glasses. It drives me crazy. Why do you want less?
No, but I like the straight.
The bubble looks weird on this one because the tank's at the top.
I think the
bubble looks very strange thing.
Legitimate excuse is that I don't like to use the bubble because when it falls over, the glass hits the counter first. But when it's acrylic, it doesn't matter. Good evening, Etienne. Good evening, Jurgens. Good evening, Neil. So we got, 20 people watching only. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
20? How many people?
20.
Not bad.
Nah, it's all right. Sorry, I'm reading comments. No, me and my reading. Not so. Claire, are you originally?
I am actually. I was born here.
You know there's other towns.
Of course I know there's other towns. I'm sure. Of course, 33 years in life I've been,
Yeah.
Living.
I was born in Vereniging.
Vereniging?
Ja,
please take that.
Plaas. It was a klein plaasjapie, ja?
Might explain some things.
Yeah, it explains a lot if you think about it that way.
If you think about it that way, yes. Things are quite a few things.
No, Brent, Ian, month on FB next month. His birthday's next. Happy birthday for next month, Ian. Yeah. the same sort of styled setup was called Blue, BLU. I got a Blue as well. My brother bought me one a few years ago. He was like, I just wanted something that was not like in South Africa. And he bought it from a gas station. We've only recently started seeing that. See boss lady picking on me now. Lol, Brent the trickster. Hey, I've won a bunch of cloud competitions, I won't lie. All right. How long has vanilla vape been around?
Vanilla vape itself has been around 2019. Yeah, 2019 was vanilla, but we actually rebranded in 2019 as vanilla. We're actually Atomic Vapes before that, Atomics.
What, like a chain store?
No, it wasn't really a chain store. It was a partnership between Rashid and one of Danny De Silva. And then eventually Danny wanted to move to Pretoria, so we rebranded in 2019 as Vanilla.
Okay, so it's been around for a while.
Yes, whether it's as Vanilla or in general.
And just the one store in Witbank for now.
That's correct.
And
yes.
you guys are online stores as well, deliver across the country.
That's correct.
Oh, boss lady says done. We will send one. I think that's for the device you're using. I'm just looking through these questions. I wrote these a while ago, and they seem to be slightly out of date. Favorite juice ever? If you only had one juice to vape for the rest of your life, starting right now, what juice do you choose?
Okay, well, I've actually been on the same juice for about a year already. Wow. The same flavor. And it's actually a custom-made juice by someone very close to us. It's a fantastic juice.
What's
I can't get enough of it. It's actually a bubblegum milkshake.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, I don't know how to explain it, actually. It's just one... Yeah, it's got like a bit of a Wixie with a creamy, with a vanilla. It's just, I can't get enough of that juice.
And you will send me a bottle when you send the device. Thank you very much.
I don't think I'll be allowed to. I don't think I'll be allowed to.
30 mils, all I'm asking. I change juices so often. I've only got one juice. I had two, but the one was discontinued. So my go-to juice is always Tiger's Milk. I know. Everyone's like, but it's so like scratchy on the throat. And I'm like, yeah, tastes exactly.
Why like it?
Yeah, exactly like I used to like it, A little harsh on the throat. I don't know. It's just a weird thing.
Well,
Devin,
everyone has different tastes.
While you're here, why don't you tell us what your favorite setup is?
Yes, Brent, I've got so many, I don't even know which is the favorite one. Currently, to be honest, the one I keep on going back to is Pulse AIO with the ether bridge in it.
Oh, I haven't used the ether yet. Damn it. Not the ether bridge. I've got other ethers, but not the bridge.
And for me, I carry this every day. It's my go-to. It goes everywhere with me. I carry about 3 setups every day, and this one is always the one I take with me every time.
I mentioned this in one of my lives a couple of weeks ago. It's like I'm busy. I've moved my office. You can see the background's changed. I've moved my office from the other side of the building to inside the house. So I've got a very tiny little cubicle kind of office in the house, and I'm cleaning out all my vape gear. So I've got literally the kitchen table is full of egg boxes upside down with RTAs and RDAs, and I'm trying to like get rid of the stuff that I don't need, because I really use a device until it's dead. I don't often, even though I get stuff sent to me to review and stuff like that, I normally kind of like somebody will come in or a friend will say, hey, this guy dropped his thing and he's using a smock thing. I'm like, yeah, take this blotter. He needs a blotter. That's so I don't have loads of gear. Like everyone thinks I've got racks and racks of vape gear. I probably would have if I didn't give everything away. But I didn't need a pulse. I had everything in my life that I needed. I've got what's the aluminium billet box? I had a billet box. I have all the nicest stuff for the billet box. Have you guys frozen? Hold on, sorry.
No, we haven't frozen.
Yeah.
We're just very still. We're listening.
You did freeze. This happens every so often. How do I close it? There we go, remove pin. I've got mech devices, I've got Bora devices, I've got this, I've got that, I've got that, blah, 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 blah. And then this silly little thing arrives in the post, and the first pulse, ARO. Then the next one came, then this is the mini. And I just can't put it down. It's one of those things, I think the single coil, because the battery lasts so long and the juice doesn't go so quickly, that's why I like it so much. I'm just running the TTT X in there. And it's, yeah, like you said, Devin, it's just something that you didn't know you need until you had it.
Exactly. It's just, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going. We also had the first ones. We had them replaced by Vandy Vape to the new top there, the teardrop on the top.
Yeah.
And since then, it's going strong.
So I think I got my pulse maybe like 4 months before it was launched, and I used that, and by the time it was launched they were doing the replacement bodies, so they just sent me another one. I didn't do a claim or anything, but I don't know why they sent the 1.5 thing, so I started using the 1.5. Then I got onto the mini, and I didn't use my original pulse and it cracked. Because I kept on going back to it saying, what's it? These guys, they're twisting it too hard and that's why it's cracking. It's not.
The same.
No.
Guys did the same.
My pulse did the exact same. I had 7 puffs on it and it cracked.
Yeah. I really don't think it was a user error. And dude, in that review I did, I think I was on with Tony B, that live I did with Tony. The way that Vandy Vape handled that whole situation was flippin' amazing. For a company to stand behind their product that well. And, we've lost a couple of vape companies in the last 2 years. So the guys who are sticking around are the quality ones. Hello, Mr. Michael Horn, Mr. Greg Rappapapaport. It is 27 degrees and it just started raining.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Now it's going to get humid.
And I think it just stopped raining. Damn it. All right. Should we do a silly question? A random question? A question you've got to remember, I put a lot of effort into these questions. None at all. First, Claire, if you wouldn't mind picking a number between 1 and 100. Anywhere.
23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
23.
What is the most useless talent you have?
Oh my soul. What is the most useless talent? Apparently my arms.
What's wrong with your arms?
If I put them straight, it actually looks like I'm.
Oh no, those arms. Oh.
Apparently. And it's on both sides.
I played rugby with a dude that had those arms. And I thought that he broke his arms. Oh, that's so cool. All right, Devin, you want to do one, please?
33. 33.
33.
33.
Trois. What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to be when you grew up? Not that you haven't grown up.
I wanted to be a pilot.
Helicopters or aeroplanes?
Aeroplanes.
My dad was a hobbyist pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, he flew Cessnas up to Windhoek.
Okay.
Yeah, from Vereniging to Windhoek. Apparently, I think the only reason he learned how to fly is because alcohol was really cheap up in Windhoek. They didn't have the same legislations as us. But yeah, he used to fly Cessnas backwards and forth, just as a hobby thing. So why don't you do it?
Things changed after that. Other things came my way, and I just never went for it.
Bro, Flight Simulator on Facebook. That's how those O's crashed into the 911 towers.
I did play a lot of Flight Simulator when it first came out, so yeah, I know.
Aye. Oh, now it's raining hard. I'm very happy. Very happy about this rain. I won't lie. Sorry, I'm reading through the questions here. All right, now here's those questions. What is your worst question or kind of customer that comes into your store? What is the one that when that person starts with that sentence, you go, oh, not again?
What can you recommend?
Yeah, what can you recommend to a guy that was in your store 2 days ago and nothing new's come in?
Exactly. That's my most dreaded one. What can you recommend? Oh, that drives me up the wall. I'm like, I don't know what to recommend anymore. I'm clueless now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that comes in where it's like with juices. And
that's exactly where it comes in at.
Like, I don't like anything with ice. Although I have a few juices on my desk with like a little bit of cooler, not ice. Mm-hmm. But I only do fruits. And I realized that the other day, a friend of mine is immigrating in 2 weeks. And he dropped off 2 boxes of gear that he would like me to try and sell. And all his leftover juices, because he can't fly with them. And he's like this heavy, sweet dessert kind of guy. And I vaped some of his juices. And yeah, I was feeling a bit gnar, Like, I was like, not enjoying it at all. It's so difficult to say. And I suppose your customers can be like, so you ask them, well, what do you like fruits? Do you like desserts? Yes, I love fruits. And then at the end of the day,
what type of fruit? What's that? What kind? Yeah. Ice, no ice, little ice. All the silly questions come up after that.
And then buys a bottle of like chocolate cream or something else, coffee cream, when he said that he likes fruit. Yeah, shame.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like, what's lacquer? Oh, everything is lacquer. What do you like? The devices is just the same. It's like, what do you suggest?
The most
you came into a place and you want to know what I suggest. I always tell them, I'm like, oh no, I prefer this, this, and this, but doesn't mean that you'll like it.
The girls are in the house. There we go. G-Drops ladies are in the house. Guys, sorry for being late. Load shitting. Actually, I want to vapor flavor or nicotine. Oh, this lady says the question she gets is, I want a vape, but I don't want flavor or nicotine in it, in the liquid.
Oh, yeah, I've had a few of those.
Really?
I've also had a few of those, yes. They just want BGPG. No flavoring, no nicotine, just BGPG.
For what?
Exactly, for why?
But what do they do with it?
They want to vape it.
This is the first that you're throwing me off here. That's the first time I've ever heard.
Yeah. Aldo is the witness. He had the exact same asking. That customer come in and asking him literally, do you have BGPG juices? Everything is BGPG. What type? What flavor? Oh no, no flavor, no nicotine.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. Like that is, wow, that is insane. Yeah, sure. Hey,
Woodbank is a special kind.
yeah.
Woodbank is a special kind.
I feel bad already because I picked on Claire about there's other towns, and now I'm like, your people in your town are special, bro.
No, some of the customers we get, we kind of like, yeah.
So then, as far as I don't know how many people are in Witbank if there's a big population there, but what do you guys do as far as like advertising or social media? How do you get your store's details out to people, let them know about specials and stuff like that?
We mostly post during like on Facebook or and Instagram actually. Sometimes on TikTok, just depending on the regulation there, because I have had a few strikes there with regards to it.
On TikTok?
On TikTok.
I didn't know you could get a strike on TikTok.
Yeah, they say it's your video has discriminating content or something like that, and then they block you.
Yeah, I know on TikTok you're not allowed to vape on TikTok.
I didn't.
You got to
I literally didn't even do that. I posted something and I accidentally had a price on it that I put on promotion by accident.
Well, that's going to change. That's going to change next month because this month, February, TikTok's supposed to launch their TikTok shop, like Instagram and Facebook have shops. TikTok's supposed to have a retail side attached to it this month.
Yeah. So we mostly just do Instagram and Facebook. It's a lot easier. I post one place, I post the other.
How long do you spend on social media? Like a day, a week? Are you guys quite avid on it?
We're not very, very avid on it. Yes, we do check it every now and then, but when you post, obviously you can do it from one platform and then it just mimics it, so it's not so major. I would say about half an hour. Takes me longer to do a post than actually being on social media.
Yeah. I know that feeling. That's my morning routine. Wake up, drop the kids at school, come in the house, make a coffee, sit on my chair by the front door, and social media. Do a couple of posts for all the different companies, and then and then try to record some content during the day if I remember. I don't.
Yeah.
But I often don't remember. Tim B says, recommended I will go for your juice. They are on the back of the shelf. Recommend I will go for your juices. They are on the back of the shelf. I think that's about the funny customer thing.
Most probably.
Etienne says, stop buying hexomes and buy data G-drops for the load shedding. ET, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Oh, look at that. Now, you see, I can't read off of that comment, but there's a comment coming just now. Johnny, I see you, bro. I see you. Yeah. All right. Okay. Here's a question for both of you, because I've already gave you an overview of the questions, and Claire, you were very unresponsive. Who, or should I say, which are your favorite vape reviewers, international or local, or both?
Well, Claire's dumb truck. She just watches it because I watch it. So my favorite one, I would say, is international, is Vaping Bogan. I actually got to meet him at VapeCon, which was actually very nice. I was quite impressed to meet the guy. Local guy, the only one we've actually got is Kazor.
Kazor.
We watch a bit of Kazor now and then. Yeah. His lives, when they come on, we're part of the replay crew with his lives. So we watch that.
Yeah, I like a little Kazor. I like the fact that Kazor took on Jay Hayes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that was the funniest thing ever. But I would love to get Jay Hayes on, but I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself. Yeah, meeting the Bogan was quite a cool situation, Ham.
No, it definitely was.
Because we had him out a couple of years ago, but we brought him into Durban for the opening of Sir Vape and whatever, and so this time around we were like the first VapeCon after lockdown and 2020 bullshit, and let's do it big, let's go hard with it, and it was a joy. It was very, very nice. I thought that VapeCon this year was actually surprisingly better than I expected. I've done a few international shows since COVID, and the South African VapeCon was not bad at all. Seriously.
I'd say we enjoyed this. We enjoyed this VapeCon. It was very nice. It was actually the first one we went to. It was so packed you couldn't move anywhere. You couldn't do anything. And this one, you could actually get to everything, get to see people, chat to a couple of guys. Everybody was free, and it was nice. You could engage with everybody, we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was a fun day.
Okay.
That is my biggest takeaway from VapeCon this year. That I actually went to Rob and Silver and I was like, guys, look at what's happening. And what you just said was something that nobody else has noticed except for you, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had less stores, the aisles were
wider.
1 meter wider.
They were wider.
So 4 aisles, 1 meter, that means one line of stores that could have been in the 3 meter gap. But just because we made the aisles bigger like that, you didn't have, these, and I'm going to say it in Afrikaans, partly, the dwurses with backpacks. Oh, go get fucked, man. You don't need a backpack. Jesus. You got these pretty little girls at the front giving you a little carry bag. Put your shit in there. You don't need a backpack. What are you, fucking sleeping overnight?
That comes in handy for all that stuff.
No, fuck them. So all the guys, there's always like 4 of them, and they'll walk and they'll stop to look at what's happening in a store. They won't go right to the counter because they don't want to buy anything. They're just looking, but they stand there with their backpacks, and then you blocking traffic. And everything bottlenecks. And this year it was so nice because you had this huge 3 meter gap where people could just walk. They could stop on the sides if they wanted to. There was plenty of space to walk in between. It was so good. And as somebody that's like a little bit OCD, just having that flow was so much better than years before.
You didn't feel so claustrophobic as well. I mean, yes, it was hot, but you didn't feel it as much as when it's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
smelling the other person's sweat next to you and that person's sweat next to you. You didn't have that.
No, I think for the South Africans watching this year, VapeCon, definitely get your tickets for VapeCon. Join in the festivities there. It's really, really good. And take it from me, it's international quality size vape show. I mean, there's a couple of vape shows that also about 5,000 people that go to it with 250 stores. So I think it's very worthwhile to get involved in the South African vape scene, just because you're South African and you might as well, bro. Like, if we don't support these things, they're not going to happen again. So I think my chat is frozen. Boss Lady says, who are your favorite reviewers? To be honest, Vaping Bogan, and that's not just because we're mates or whatever, but I love the style of his videos and stuff like that. I'll fast forward past the beer that he's drinking of the day. I don't care. And I'm amazed.
That's actually the favorite part because we don't get that stuff here.
No. I get yucks, bro. I'm like, yes, these always have such lack of beers, and then I get stupid and I start ordering beers online, and you don't understand. Paying $300 for one can of beer just because Bogan reviewed it and he made it look so delicious. A bastard.
Just let me send you one.
But you know what? When we Pretoria, so there's a bottle store there on that main street by Menlyn
Liquor.
Menlyn Liquor. Bro, I spent 2,000 rand in there, just Sam and me, because they have all the craft beers in the whole of South Africa and from around the world. We don't have a store like that in Durban.
We don't have a store here either like that.
Yeah.
We looked.
We've been looking. We've been looking. We can't find them.
Well, I know in the States we have like a beer delivery service. So it's a mixed box. You get 12 beers a month, and it's different. You can buy the 6 beer option, 12 beer, 24 beer option. You know, I think they do a 18 and like 36 or something. America's weird, and then they just send you random beers of that month. So it's a beer service. I think it's something to look into for South Africa, because that would be really cool. And you just you phone those oaks at the Menlyn Liquor. What have you got? That's right. Send me 4 cases of 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 of those. You get them, you redistribute them, and you send them out as a subscription service.
Good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea.
The other, you see, I don't really like to watch vape reviewers because I want to have my own opinion of the product when I'm reviewing it. But one of the things I do every single Sunday is the Legion Vape Show. What is it called? Australian Vape Show. It's on at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, depending on their daylight savings, but it's evening for them. So it's Legion Vapes, it's Birdman, and Squiddly Triss. And they don't always talk vape stuff. They throw a little music trivia in there. And I love that show. Like, wake up on a Sunday morning, get a cup of coffee, sit by the pool, and just listen to these guys talk. It's very interactive with comments and stuff. I love that style of panel show. They do really good. And then, obviously, I love the Saturday show live, because I'm a panel member, and I have to say that by contract obligation. But it's a UK-based vape show that's on at probably 10 o'clock our time. I think it's 8 o'clock their time. So yeah, and it's 2-hour long show with 7 panel members, and then we have guests on, and it gets mental sometimes. It's really good fun. All right, VapeCon was really lekker. Andre Fenter, thank you very much. Everil Graham's in the house. Hello, Everil. Hi. Johnny Overkill Mods, your comment didn't come on the screen, but I did see you there. How you, my bro? I hope you're good. Hey, let's just fuck up the comments there for a second. Give us a shout out whatever country you're from. Let's see. I know there's South Africa, Australia, South Africa, UK, and American in UK is Johnny Overkill. We have India in the house. Mr. Das was in the house here. Shabir Chusap is in the house. Hello, Shabir. Let's see there. All right. Had lekker chats with Brent and the rest of the crew. Sup. Mr. Jeremy Fern, all the way from the US of A. What's up, my bro? Who's your favorite vape reviewer? You spend time on social media, advice. See, you got me nervous because you thought I'd bust out the questionnaire so we can stay on point here.
And here's me now all calm and collected.
And I'm the one that's like, what the fuck am I doing? Where am I? You know what? To be honest,
I should ask you the question. I should have the questionnaire next to me then.
Well, yes, let's put questions out to chat. Do you want to ask Claire or Devin anything? Chat, hit us up. I believe I have to ask something about Spank My Monkey. Spanking a monkey. Apparently, somebody doesn't quite know what spanking the monkey is. It's the male.
You should wait until the comments come in and let's see if people know what that actually means. You just gave it away.
There we go, Mr. Christian Gouda. What's happening all the way from the UAE? How are you doing, bro? Shabir Jusuf is in the 031. Jeremy Furman's in the US of A. Neil Pitts is in the US of A. Andre Fenter is, I'm going to cry tonight because no one can answer my question. Oh my God. Dre, what is your question, bro? Post a question and I will answer it for you right now. Lavian van Bouillon. That sounds very South African. Oh no, spank my monkey. There's Mr. Tim B from the Netherlands. How you, Tim?
Oh, you know. Oh, goodness.
Los die monkey net daar. Los my monkey. Is it a fucking op? What do you know that we have in English, it's different, two different things. You have a monkey and you have an ape. That's two different things. Well, is Afrikaans the same? What's a monkey in Afrikaans?
An op.
No, that's an ape.
It's an op.
Oppie is a monkey.
Oppie is a monkey.
No. You know, a monkey's got a long tail and an ape has a short tail.
I do know that in English terms.
But then in Afrikaans?
It's oppie.
Gotta be, man. Oh, shit. You see,
Yeah.
Andre asked the question. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this show at all, but there's a question. Andre Fenter's just put it up on chat now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the question he was asking about. And I fell right in his trap. But give me a minute. I have to do this. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? 'Cause you make me sing this fucking song. Andre, you dick. So, yeah, there we go. Shabir says, wait for it. So, the story behind that is, I was doing a review of a product, and I'd heard in the day that song, Why Can't We Be Friends? And while I was doing my thing, I kept on singing, like, you know, the camera down on the thing, and I'm going, why can't we be friends? And then I said, oh, sorry, I keep singing that. I heard it today, and it's stuck in my head, this song. So every week after that, somebody throws in comments, why can't we be friends? And then it gets back into my little brain, and then I have to sing it. And I have to sing it to get it out. And it's... oh, okay, there we go. Ashima says ARP and RP. Ah, there we go, Aldo. ARP and Bobbyan. Yeah, man,
Bobbyan is an ape, and then op is a monkey.
Bobbyan got a long tail.
The baboon.
Baboon.
Bobbyan is a baboon.
Bobbyan is a baboon.
But that's a kind
which
of monkey, not a kind of ape.
Baboon has got a short tail.
I think you need to Google that. I'm gonna Google that. I didn't have to Google what spank my monkey is. I knew that one. Well, we'll have to work that out. We got about 6 minutes left of the show. If you guys want to ask any questions to our guests this evening, please feel free to ask. A lot of people are saying it's an ARP and a Bobbyan. ARP and a monkey spanner. Lavinia says, please don't Google it. Is that the one? Okay, please, Claire, will you introduce her to Urban Dictionary tomorrow?
I will do so.
Yeah. And,
there's a few things she needs to look up on that dictionary.
Yeah. If you need help, I will send you a list of words to search on Urban Dictionary.
Sounds like It's gonna blow. Can I have a confused for a week? Shame.
No, I don't think she'll be able to talk for a week.
Oh, shame. Our little Olakadong.
Well, I say, oh, look.
There's Olak. You have to come to Witbank.
Witbank's like a different country, eh? It's like...
Yeah, it's a different country. But at least some of the girls are pretty.
We have special people there.
But some very pretty girls.
Oh, look at that, Mr. Mobeen. Mobeen is from Australia. So where we were at... got Mobeen from Australia, Das from India, Jeremy from the USA, Timmy B from USA. We've got a couple of UK guys in there as well. One Australian. All over the world. What was that?
I read Boss Lady's comments.
Fast Lady? What?
Yeah, Boss Lady.
Where's Fast Lady?
Boss Lady.
Oh,
I've seen her.
Boss Lady's comment. What was her comment? Let's see her. She farted. Stock taking.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I know what stock taking is.
Yeah. Hence why Louvain says her comment with regards to spelling. Because she couldn't spell stock.
Ach, jammer man. I can't spell for shit as well. This is not a problem. All right, give me 2 more numbers. We got 3 minutes to crunch. Let's see what the random questions come up.
49.
59.
49.
49. 49. You don't look 49.
I sure hope.
It's a very nice one for you, actually.
So.
What language would you like to learn?
There's actually a few I'd like to learn, actually.
Go for it.
One being Gaelic.
Okay.
French.
Zé,
and Italian.
c'est parlez-vous français un petit un peu?
I have no idea what the hell that means. I'd like to
Je ne sais pas,
learn.
c'est comment faire. So my wife is fluent in French and I speak dirty French. I got to just, Laura speaks real French. I learned French when I was working in West Africa. So when I go to France, I don't speak French because they don't like that. Yeah, it's bastardized French. And Italian. Ciao bella. Come say, what was that? Come si telephone? No, that's French. Oh, Italian. Vieni qua a parlare con me. That's how you when you're in a club or something, when you go to a French Italian girl and you go vieni qua a parlare con me, which means come aside, I would like to talk to you.
Hey, good pickup line.
Yeah.
But the first one is the most difficult. Gaelic.
Yeah, and I'm not going to even attempt that. I can speak Spanish and French and a whole bunch of other things, but mostly I'm fluent in bullshit.
I think most men are.
Oh, Andre Fenter, you dork. My friend can't spell either. Andre Fenter just nailed me. He's like, I like it when you talk foreign. Andre Fenter, I can talk foreign for you, bro. Cappuccino, macchiato, latte. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember that Wimpy ad. There was that scrawny little guy and this like really big girl, and they're sitting at Wimpy, and he's reading the menu. He's like, cappuccino. And she's like, oh,
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, oh, that's.
When I just brought up the other menu.
You talk foreign. Mobeen says, what do you think of Big Five Juice Co? I need samples, bitch. Send them. So Mobeen is actually a roadie. He's an ex-Rhodesian that lives in Australia, and him and Vaping Bogan did the Rebel Bogan series of juice. So Mobeen's become a very good friend of mine. He's a good guy, but he's got a juice line called Big Five.
The plum one that Bogan likes so much. The Big Five. The plum one he does. The plum sherbet or something. I think that's the one he loves so much.
Please send me samples.
Yeah, tell him. Mobeen, please send samples to Vanilla Vape.
Please.
Yeah, because his juice line is really good. Mobeen, he specializes in talking cuck. That's my job, bro.
As I said, it's a man's job to talk nonsense.
Shabir's juice up. Everyone's just about knocking me tonight. We're supposed to be knocking the guests, guys. Come on, uniformity. He's like, imagine that's the only Italian you know, and then she comes aside with you, and then you're like, vieni qua, parlare con me. And then she's there, and you're like, how's it, chick? What you doing? Poki wanna know.
It's boodalicious.
It's boodalicious. Oh my god. Okay. Devin, you didn't finish with your last number, your last language. What? I sound like fucking Joe Biden right now. Please pick another random number.
61.
Dude, I legit think nobody has ever chosen 61. That's a weird one. Would you either like to be taller or thinner?
Thinner.
And why?
The spare time is low. The spare time is heavy.
Kan jy vol kies nie?
Yeah. But it's not that bad, but the spare time is go.
My bro, come down to Durban. You're going to lose 8 kilos just fucking breathing.
That can work.
No, dude, it's bad, huh? My youngest is 4, and we're playing, what do you call, field hockey. Like with a bent stick. We're doing with a tennis ball on the driveway. And then, like, we're playing for, like, not even half an hour. Just blah, 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 blah. It's very, like, every time the ball gets lost, you stop, you go find the ball, come back. Like, not active. Bro, I walked back in the house. I was dripping in sweat. Laura's like, don't fucking drip on the towels. I'm like, it was just so hot. I'm not the kind of person that sweats either. Oh, Mobeen says, I'm your friend, but you're not mine. You know what you need for your range, Mobeen? If you had really cool little figurines of each animal representing your juice line that the bottle could fit into, that would be so cool. Just imagine if you knew a guy that could do that for you.
Hint.
He's been asking me to do that for like 4 years.
Why haven't you done it? Be a friend. Do it.
All right. Mobeen says, so if you go on Instagram, it's Big Five Juice Co. And DM him, and he will send out to you. So, anything you guys want to add to the chat? I know I always talk too much. Are you running any specials in store? Something just don't say .co. The rest, because I think that's how we got cuffed last time.
We're not actually running a lot of promos at the moment, just Valentine's Day hampers, basically.
You gave away TVs the other day.
I know, and 7 hampers.
I didn't even.
You didn't.
I know. I should have.
Yeah. The TV did before it got to us.
You know that Cosmic Drops is
just around the corner.
like 3Ks down the road from me.
No.
And 300 meters from Cosmic Drops is Hazeworks.
Okay.
And about 800 meters that way is both of the owners of Sir Vape. They live next door to each other by accident.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We got our own little like vape vol triangle
community,
situation.
yeah. Just in walking distance.
Yeah.
Just in walking distance. Yeah, no. But other than that, we don't have other promotions. There's probably going to be in the future, but
what is the Valentine's special?
Well, it's actually just a giveaway again, to be honest.
Okay.
So the customers spend 500 Rand or more in store, even online, they stand a chance to be entered into the Valentine's draw.
Oh, cute. That's good. You know, I think in the old days there was like this thing that you had to do these giveaways and prizes and discounts and that, and I think that money's become so tight over the last couple of years that people have just not been able to do it, not stopped doing it because they wanted to, and just running little specials like that. It's, you know, it builds your community. It builds the people around you. I think that's a very good thing.
Yeah, and then the only other one, we actually have a juice maker that's actually the whole month, is Project X.
Oh, I like a little Project X.
Mm-hmm. Project X. Wes and I come together, and we are doing also hampers for this juice line as well, which will actually be drawn at the end of the month.
Well, I know the owner of Bearded Viking, so if you want to do some giveaways, just let me know and I'll pass on the information.
I will let you know.
You know the owner better than me. Laura.
I do. She's very good. She's very good, very helpful.
She is. She's so sweet.
She is.
I kind of like her. A lot. A lot.
I'll speak with her. I'll definitely speak with her and see what we can do.
Neil Pitt says, do you like American vape juice and do you think it's sweeter than other country Elis? So, Neil, I'll be honest with you. The American juices that I've had hadn't been that sweet. In South Africa, we kind of make our juices very sweet, which is it's sort of overpowering in a sense that if I go to the UK, I find a lot of the UK juices quite bland. Canada as well. Seems like the colder climates have juices that are like not as flavored, and the hotter climates like Australia, South Africa, and I suppose Latin America is going to be popping off. There's a big vape insurgence in Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and all of that happening right now. I think the Southern Hemisphere ones, their juices tend to all be a bit more sweeter and a bit more icy than Northern Hemisphere juices. And that's the only cost comparison I can do, is draw that line on the equator and say, well, that's why that is that, and that's why that is that. Other than that, I don't know. The Sick Boy range from the US was very, very good. Jam Monster is fucking amazing. Also, a lot of these things are kind of made in the same places. So, yeah, American juices, as far as I've tried, have been pretty good.
Suicide Bunny being one.
Suicide Bunny, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Unicorn Frappe.
Yes.
That guy that designed Unicorn Frappe was at the 2009 VapeCon. Got to meet him, chat with him. And he was like, yeah, his juice doesn't do well in America, but it does well everywhere else. Yeah.
It does very well, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, yeah, they like sweeter juices. Shabir Jusuf says, please get Rip Trippers as a guest on this show. That is literally impossible. Rip Trippers is a ghost. He doesn't actually exist, as far as I know. Nobody's ever seen him at a vape show. Nobody's ever seen him vape anything. Yeah. I think the unicorns are Grim Green, Tony B, Vaping Bogan. Who else? feel like I'm forgetting. Jay Hayes is probably one of the ones that I would love to get on the show. I don't know if he would ever consider that, because he had an experience with a South African vape reviewer before, and now he doesn't want to talk to the rest of us. I'm just teasing, Kaizo. Yeah, Shabir Juiceup says, super bloke. So if any of you don't know, go onto YouTube and Google super bloke. I think there's 6 videos in the series of super bloke. It's a guy dressed in a costume doing kids videos. And that's it.
Yeah.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Vapes. I'll get Mark Vapes back on. He's been on, I think, twice or once. I don't know. But yeah, I'll get Mark Vapes back on. I actually just finished doing his custom Addy stand that'll be available from a Vape Robot very soon. So Marky Vapes is our next in the line of collaborations we're doing with vape reviewers and people of the vape world around the world. Cool. Guys, 12 minutes overtime. Anything else you want to say before I talk again?
No, I'm fine.
I'm cool. I'm all good. I know everything that I want to talk, you'll cover next week with Kurt.
Yeah. So, next week, I think, is probably an essential for us to catch up with. You know, I always like to bring Kurt on every couple of months just to wrap our heads around what's going on. If we've got some sort of petitions to sign or testimonials that everyone needs to do. You know, it sounds like a long-hearted story that it's the same thing over and over again, but it is. Because every time we come up against some sort of adversary, we have to do all the petitions again, and we can't use petitions from the old thing. We have to do it over and over and over again. So if you guys ever have a moment to spare, go on to vapingsavemylife.org. I think it is. And just go look there. There's options to put in testimonials. There's just signatures for petitions. And there's a lot of information about what's happening in the South African vape culture as well as the rest of the world. Kurt is one of the guys that's been selected to represent vaping in the nicotine forums and stuff like that. So it's like he had to go on a course. Yeah, he's quite well respected around the world as a vape advocate. So stand behind our boy. He's local and he's lacquer. Sweet. We're done. It's so loud I can't hear with the rain. I got one of those plastic awnings that you can hear the rain. It's like being on an old farmhouse. I love it.
There we go.
All right. Vanilla, Eclair, Devin, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you guys getting out of your comfort zone, donating a bit of your time.
Definitely. I could do it again.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to do sort of a giveaway or something like that, we'll just have to work out what not to mention. But if you want to do a giveaway or something like that in the next couple months, just let me know and I'll shoot you on the channel again. And maybe we need to have like some of your. We can do a live from the store. We'll change the time.
We can do that.
We'll do like a Saturday show, and if you're having something at the store, we're gonna have all the staff members jump on and give them a minute or two to chat and.
Yeah, they'll probably like go mad, go mad or shy away. Especially boss lady, she'll shy away.
Yeah, she's
like camera shy. She's camera shy.
Yeah, I try to catch her at VapeCon on the camera. Little bit.
She ducks. She likes to duck.
Good at ducking the camera.
She likes to duck.
Laka, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that's it. It's the Triple T. That's the end. Thank you so much for Vanilla Vapes for hosting the show tonight, and Claire and Devin for being here, dedicating their time to the vaping industry that we all love and respect. Yeah. If you're in Vitbank or you need to look for some vape gear, it's online. Just type in vanilla vapes. Please don't use dot anything. Yeah, and that's me. I'm the Beard. Thank you very much for being here. Remember to keep it cloudy and don't be a dick. Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.